Hello friends, this is Growl. In this video, I'm going to show you the current best strategy for maximizing your bronze per hour in the new Mists of Pandaria remix. If you don't already know, MoP Remix is a cool new implementation of leveling that just got put into the game this week. You get to play through the Mists of Pandaria storyline with an awesome twist. The short version is that you get a stacking buff that increases your stats and experience and allows you to level really fast, and you can also collect cosmetics and other collectibles like mounts and toys from the expansion. While you're adventuring, either leveling or at max level, you earn a currency called bronze. Bronze is not only used to upgrade your gear later on, but also, importantly, you use it to buy cool mounts and skins. Right now, this game mode is only available for 3 months, and with so much stuff that you can buy with the bronze, I imagine a ton of people are going to be nerding out and playing it a lot, trying to unlock stuff before the next expansion. Obviously, this is all for fun, nothing is important or mandatory. I recommend that when you make a new character, you make something that you've never leveled before. Don't make a character for this method. Honestly, it might even just get nerfed in like a day or something. I had a ton of fun just leveling and learning a new class. The leveling experience is actually really chill and way more enjoyable if you use it to level a character you don't know, instead of just leveling a clone of your current live character. It's also important to know that once the event's over, you get that character on live, so you can use that to play normal retail WoW with. And so you want to make a class that you want to play, or a class that you don't have, rather than making just a copy of something that you've already played that you already have at max level. As for leveling up fast, I found the fastest way leveling is simply just questing, follow the main storyline, and doing stuff on your own. Obviously, like if you have a group and you're pulling huge, you're spamming dungeons, that's faster, but I assume most of the people watching this are just solo players trying to make stuff work. You don't have a dedicated team. What I did was I played through the normal story, and then when I got bored or I was doing like a longer form quest, I would queue for scenarios. Scenarios give good experience, especially with the bonus, and they're also easy. They can also provide like a break, since a lot of them are just defending a certain area or doing whatever. You also want to beat each of the 6 heroic scenarios to earn jewelry to make your character stronger. These might slow down your experiences, but most people are going to want to get that jewelry anyway. What you do is you check the Pandaria Remix section of your achievements to see how to earn each of the jewelry and trinket slots. It's mostly just clearing the raids and the heroic dungeons and that sort of thing. The rest of the items will just drop naturally from monsters. The one important thing you want to know while leveling is each time you kill a raid boss on normal or harder difficulty, not LFR, you earn a permanent 12% experience gain. Many people don't even know you can raid, but the raids, not only can you raid at like level 25, but the raids are level scaling, so it's actually kind of better to be low level. Check your group finder for a Mogashan Vaults group, and then try to bang out as many bosses as you can early on to speed up your leveling process. You can just get like a huge 80+% experience bonus on top of what you've already earned. The raids can be a little bit challenging depending on the skill of the group. It's been hit or miss for pugs for me, so I wouldn't waste a ton of time doing like the other higher level raids unless you want to experience them for fun. But in terms of just trying to level quick, I might do Mogashan Vaults and then maybe Heart of Fear and then just skip. Once you get a good experience boost going, you should be able to just like breeze through the campaign and get all your max levels. I've got to level 70 in about 2 long sessions or so playing. It wasn't too bad. It's definitely not the fastest way to level a guy, but you want a guy at max level in Mists of Pandaria to get the bronze, and you get the bronze while you're leveling anyway. The start and the end of leveling can be a little bit of a drag, but the middle levels just sort of breeze by. Right now, the end game content is a little wonky with scaling. I don't know if I'm going to play it or make videos about it just because it's like so weird right now. I expect them to put in some fixes for this like pretty soon, but I do want to talk about bronze farming since that's a majority of what people are doing right now. If you're here, you probably skipped to this timestamp in the video and you're interested in earning some of the mounts and cosmetics with bronze. You'll earn like 30 or 40,000 or so from leveling, but some of the mounts can be like really expensive. And well, what do you know? Leave it to the WoW community to come up with the most degenerate farming method to min-max your bronze per hour. I present to you the frogs. Although the specific method might get nerfed or changed, the principles in this video and some of the tips I give you will probably help you down the road with whatever people end up doing anyway. Once you hit level 70, you want to make your way to the Timeless Isle. You can play around here to earn the achievements and stuff, but the main thing we're going to focus on is this beach in the southeast. You want to check the group finder for groups labeled either like 2x4 or frogs or something like that. The main strategy here is you want to gather a bunch of the frogs all along the beach and just pull them to one spot. have people there and just nuke them down. The best method I've found is to have 2 mob taggers, like usually boomkins, or just someone with long range instant casts just running around and bringing everything to the central point. Then you have a brewmaster with black ox statue that pulls everything towards the middle and also soaks up some of the poison. Having a poison dispel is helpful because it can actually kill you. And then whoever's left in your party just nukes them down on the statue. If you have 1 or 2 good AoE classes with gems like brittle and some of the other powerful things, you can make this go a lot faster. Now, open world farming is a little bit weird. If you have a group of 5, you can't share tags with anybody else, meaning that if another group tags something or if someone just runs by, the mob is gray. And if you tag something, the mob is gray for everybody else. So the best way to get around this that I found most people do is to have 2 groups of 4 people working together. This means you can cross tag mobs in each other's group and still get credit for it while having a ton of people contributing to the farm. In this footage that you see here, it's just a 5-man, just because that's what I had when I was, farming. Right now we had the beach to ourselves and we were doing it, but the ideal situation is 2 individual groups of 4. You can do this with any group comp. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about what classes you bring, but the efficiency will vary. Honestly, the efficiency will depend on like how much people want to work, because this, depending on how long you're grinding, this might take a while. This will dramatically increase your bronze per hour once you kill enough frogs, because the frogs start to hyper spawn, and also continues to drop gems and stuff that boost your cape. On top of all the bronze that you also get these things called lesser charms of good fortune from Miss Pandaria as well. And these are actually converted to bronze at a really, really high rate. So you visit the vendor here in the Setting Sun Garrison in Vale of Eternal Blossoms. There might be other of these vendors. I'm not that familiar with MoP. I didn't play it, but you can exchange 10 charms for 1 box. Yep, that's right. I have 12,000 of these charms just from a couple frog farming sessions, a couple hours, and it ends up equaling over 1,000 of these green boxes that contain bronze, salvageable items, and gems if you want to upgrade those and progress through Remix. So shout out to Gingy for creating this setup. Leave it to the Echo Boys to min-max all of this. So you might be realizing turning in 10 at a time is going to take forever. And this is actually a add-on weak aura and macro setup that he came up with for optimizing this charm turn-in. So you need 3 things: the easy scrap add-on, the auto box opening weak aura, and the auto quest accepting macro. All 3 of these things are going to be in the description. You do have to have a little bit of familiarity with add-ons. So now once you're at the NPC, you click it and then you just spam the macro and it will just turn in the quest and give you the box. The weak aura will automatically open the boxes and stuff for you in your inventory, and it'll leave you with just a pile of like raw items. Then once you start to fill up, you drop your scrapper portal thing, and you should have a new cool interface with the easy scrap add-on. You simply just ignore list any gems or items that you don't want to scrap, and then select queue all, and it just automatically fills your box up with things that you need to scrap. And there you go. Now you just throw your favorite TV show on another monitor and click away, grind your bronze till your heart desires. So that is pretty much a summary of how I leveled up and how I've been grinding in the new MoP remix. I get that it's not super fun for most people, but I actually enjoy these like silly grinds. And I actually think there's going to be a ton of people that are going to be doing this. So I wanted to put out a video just because I'll help everyone out with their efficiency farming. And it'll be cool to have some rare mounts and stuff come out of this. I'm not really perfect with weak auras and macros. There may be like a slightly easier or more efficient way to do this setup. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments. This is mainly just what I've been seeing from streams and a combination of a couple different methods. So thanks for watching and happy grinding, friends.